Tuesday was a day to remember, and Monday will be a day to celebrate. 22 News reporter Ryan Walsh continues our Boston Marathon team coverage tonight. He's live for us in Cambridge.
That Boston skyline is just about to light up right behind me. 1 year ago, just down the road in Watertown, we all remember a massive manhunt ending with us catching one of the bad guys. 22 News reporter Kaitlin Goslee spent part of her day with some of the men who helped catch that second marathon bombing suspect.
For the three Massachusetts State Police Air Wing crew members that called Chicopee's Westover Air Reserve Base their home, the day the second marathon bombing suspect was captured was a matter of communication and technology.
We wanted to find that guy as much as everybody, and the fact that we could do our part to help was great.
The crew captured the first images of the second marathon bombing suspect hiding in the boat using this infrared technology. Trooper Mark Spencer, Officer Eric Fairchild, and Trooper Edward Matherin were the three-man crew flying over Watertown when a man reported finding blood on his boat in his backyard.
When I first put the crosshairs on the boat, I expected to maybe see a heat image, but what I actually got was a perfect silhouette. You could see quite a bit of detail, and that's kind of unusual with the FLIR.
The military-grade camera mounted on the chopper they were flying in that night was able to detect infrared light, or light put off by heat, from hundreds of feet above the ground. Fighting less than favorable conditions, the three unsung heroes from Western Massachusetts guided ground officers through every move the person in the boat made.
As the time went on, you could see him starting to move a little bit more. I think he was getting anxious, per se, as more and more tactics on the ground were being used, let's say. He was then responding to those. Until
ultimately, Johar Tsarnaev, the second Boston Marathon bombing suspect, was captured. The Air Wing unit troopers take little credit for their work that day. Instead, they're focused on keeping safe the hundreds of thousands of people expected to gather at this year's Boston Marathon finish line right there on Boylston Street. In Framingham, Kaitlin Goslee, 22 News.
On Monday, the state police will have four of those helicopters up in the sky, circling around the marathon course, and they'll have twice as many officers on the ground as they did last year. Our live team coverage continues throughout Monday night as 22 News is here covering the Boston Marathon. For Tiffany Chan, I'm Ryan Walsh, reporting live in Boston for 22 News.